Psychological terrorism, crimes against humanity. Psychological terrorism, crimes against humanity. Citizen murder plot. I can see all the perp cars driving by too. It's like all of them sometimes. They send a grip of these busters after me. Did you see it? Psychological warfare against United States citizens. This is wrong. This is wrong in every way. It's wrong. Organized stalking. This destroys lives. This activity destroys lives. This destroys people's lives. Organized stalking, psychological warfare. Psychological warfare, organized stalking, citizen murder plot. Human rights. People are dying. Organized stalking, psychological warfare. Human rights. Psychological warfare against United States citizens and people around the world. Covert harassment. Organized stalking. Human rights. Human rights. Human rights. Psychological warfare. Psychological warfare against United States citizens. Organized stalking. Psychological terrorism. Human rights. We have the right not to be terrorized with psychological warfare. We have the right to not be terrorized with psychological warfare. We have the right to speak out and fight this citizen murder plot. Citizen murder plot. It's organized stalking, psychological warfare. Organized stalking and psychological warfare. You think he heard me? Organized stalking and psychological warfare. Covert harassment. Remote neural monitoring. Crimes against humanity, psychological terrorism, war crimes being committed against non-combatants. These are war crimes. The penalty of which is, I don't know, psychological terrorism, human rights. Human rights, psychological terrorism, organized stalking, organized stalking. Chemtrails, psychological terrorism, trauma-based mind control, trauma-based mind control, non-consensual human experimentation, non-consensual human experimentation. You know, I never remember clouds looking like that when I was a kid. Like tic-tac-toe. Trauma-based mind control. Psychological terrorism. Organized stalking. Citizen murder plot. Citizen covert harassment against citizens. Psychological terrorism, war crimes being committed against United States citizens. Non-combatants. Oh, there goes the chopper. Such a cool machine, isn't it? Especially when they're used to harass you. Psychological terrorism. Human rights. Get out of my brain. Remote neural monitoring, non-consensual human experimentation, murder for profit, murder for profit, murder for profit, murder for profit, murder for profit. Psychological terrorism, war crimes against humanity. People are dying. For no reason. Covert harassment. Covert harassment, organized stalking is psychological warfare. This is a war crime. Crimes against humanity. Human trafficking. Human rights. Murder for profit. Organized stalking, psychological warfare, war crimes against citizens, psychological terrorism against American citizens. Enough is enough.